Hello everyone, today I will show you how you can upgrade your old laptop with new SSD drive. So this laptop, I think it's over 4 years now old, and currently the system is loading for, I think this is 1.5 minutes, maybe longer, before I can start using it. So it's very slow. I've done a number of times the system reset on it, but it still was not perfect. It was still quite slow. So I decided to just make the upgrade and add the SSD drive. And the reason why I came up with the idea of it was that I was planning to buy the new laptop and just, I don't know, sell this one or give it away, anything. But I just done a job for one of my colleagues where his hard drive completely failed, and he was planning to buy the new hard drive, but I recommended SSD, and by adding this SSD, the computer just worked like a really fast machine. And the thing is that his computer is much slower than this one, so I expect that this one will work very well with this new drive. So this movie will show you the steps which you will have to do if you will plan to do the same job. I know that you might have different laptop than me. I have Dell, you might have something else, so the removing of the hard drive will be more like a general information, so you will know what you should expect. But I would recommend to look for your dedicated model online and just to see exactly how to take this off. So for this job, what you're gonna need is gonna be the new SSD drive, depending on which one you prefer. There is like huge number of them available, so you can use any of them, to be honest, but I would recommend to use the new one. Then the memory stick, because what you will have to do is make the backup of your existing system to your memory stick, so you can then reuse this to transfer the system to the new hard drive. And the screwdriver, so you can remove your old hard drive from your machine. So the first step which we're gonna make the backup of our system. So my laptop is finally up and running. I think the reason for it is that if you can see here, there was a Windows update, so I think that was what was even slowing this even more. So this time it took it like over, I think, 3 minutes to start the laptop, which is ridiculous. Anyway, I will show you that this is not a slow laptop anyway. You see here, it has 16 gigabytes of memory, and this is i7 processor. I know this is not the newest i7, but still, it should work much faster than this. So the next step, what you will have to do is gonna be to move all your data from your personal folders to the C drive, so everything will be easily accessible when you will use your external case, because this drive will be as external. So what you have to do is just move everything from your downloads, desktop, pictures. I mean, from desktop maybe not everything, shortcuts like those, just leave them be. So move all your pictures, movies, whatever you got. So move all those information, place them somewhere in the folder. Call this, for example, desktop. That's gonna be probably the easiest name. So call them desktop on the C drive. And then when you will connect this hard drive as external, you will see all of them easy to be accessed from the external drive. The next step gonna be to open all your programs which you got installed, take the photos of your licenses where you got username, password. Well, you should know your passwords, but basically you should take the photo of your programs, because you can see the version of this program and then the username that you use for this program. So this should be enough for recovering your licenses. So if you got like for example Photoshop, just take the Photoshop picture of your version of the Photoshop, then your username, and then you're just gonna browse for the same version and install this with the new system. Same as Microsoft Office, just make sure that you're taking the photo of your version of the Microsoft Office, because there are many of them. So so when you will have this done, the other thing is, the plus is, you can always, until you will not delete any system files, you can always add this hard drive, this original, back to your laptop, and then just look for anything that you forgot, you missed, so you can always recover this later on. So that's the main thing. Don't format this hard drive after you will connect this to the external one, like external port, and don't treat this straight away as external, and just make sure that you got everything saved, because this is probably the most important part. You don't want to lose any of those licenses, they are quite expensive. Anyway, after you got pictures of your licenses, you move all your data to your C drive, the next step gonna be to move your bookmarks. So you go into your, you see here in the corner, this is a different language, so I will just explain, but it's gonna be the same way on every language. So click on those three dots, you choose bookmarks, then you choose bookmarks manager, and you're gonna end up here. So you're selecting what you would like to backup, then you click on those dots, and then after that there is an option to export bookmarks. So you should export them again to the C drive, so it's gonna be easy to be found, and call this like Chrome bookmarks, because if you got more browsers you don't want to mix them up. I mean, you might want to, but you know, depend on you. Then with the Firefox, this is the second browser that I'm using, you have to click here, you see this in the corner, so you click on that, then you choose bookmarks, and then on the bottom there is show all bookmarks. So click on this, and then you select all bookmarks over here, and then here there is import and backup. You click on that, and then there is export bookmarks to HTML. Again, save this as Firefox bookmarks, so it's gonna be easier for you to find it. And make sure that when you're gonna save them, again, this is on the C drive, so not somewhere inside of the folders which might be hard to find. So everything from now on that you are saving is on the C drive. You can create one folder, as I said, you know, and just keep this everything in this one folder. Now, when you got everything like this done, we need to prepare ourselves for creating of the new system on our new hard drive. So what you do, you just browse for Windows 10 Media Creation Tool, and then the first link that should come up is this one. So you click on it, and here you can upgrade your existing software, or you can create the new media installation tool. So this is what you're gonna do. So you click on download now. This one, download the small file, it's not big. This is just like a wizard, so that's why it's not big. And then when it's downloaded, you just open it. It's gonna take a second, and this should have at least 32 gigabytes. Keep this in mind. If this will have more than 32 gigabytes, what this will do will format this as a 32 gigabytes. So don't worry about that. It's not like something will be lost. This is just for this time, so you can actually you know, make this USB drive, and this is gonna work. So now the option which you have is upgrade this PC or create installation media USB. So this is what you choose. You choose create. Yeah. Now you're choosing the language. This is original language which this laptop had, but I can deselect this option, and then you can choose any language you like. So you can have any, like literally any language. You're just choosing your language. Windows is gonna be the same version as you have, and this is a recommendation based on your computer, so it's gonna be 64. Usually every computer is 64 bits. You can check which version you have by looking on your information of the system. So my one is 64 bits as well. So choose the right one, which is exactly the same as version that you have. Don't choose 32 bits if you got 64, because laptop will go slower. Then you go next if you got everything selected. Yeah, I forgot to place the USB to my USB port, so you're just adding this one, and then you go next. And now it's asking where I would like to have it. So you can have the DVD if you like. If you got DVD, free DVD, you can do that this way. But I will go with USB flash. And then it's asking which one I would like to use. So this is the one that I would like to use. I'm not gonna go next because I already did it. So my USB drive is already done. So I'm not gonna do this again. But this is the step that you will have to do. It will take some time for a system to create this USB drive. So when you got all of this done, then we can finally shut down the computer, and we're gonna remove the drive and swap it with the new one. So now this is the rear part of your laptop. So as you can see, there is one part which looks like it's crafted. It looks like it's separated from other part of the body, because here, if you look at it, this is connected. So this is actual part of the body of the laptop, but this part looks like it can be removed. Also, you got place where you can add your nail. So this part is the one that we have to take out. So when you're gonna look on your computer, basically, if this is kind of laptop like this, then you can just look for this part which can be taken out. If everything is very flat, look online, you should find any tutorials how to change your hard drive. So in my case, there are only 2 screws. This is DELL Inspiron. There are only 2 screws that has to be removed, this one and that one, and then we can leave this and it will take off. So after taking off those 2 screws, this is our hard drive. So what we need to do now is remove this screw, that one, and that one, and this will allow us to pull out. So first you're lifting this on the back and then pulling out from the connector. This is a connector. Connector should be screwed to the laptop body, but just in case if it will not be screwed, then you will have to remove some connectors like this one. First, what I will do, just remove those 4. This should be fixed, but I know that in some of the laptops it's not, so just be careful with that. Don't try to pull something blindly, because you don't want to damage anything. So first I will take those 4 screws and I will show you further on. So this is what I meant. You see, when I'm lifting it, this actually goes with all of it. So now what you have to do is disconnect this or leave this up, and this will allow you to remove the hard drive. So depend on you. If this will not come easily, then you might have to disconnect this first. So what I will do, I will just disconnect this line. So I cannot do this by one hand, so I will hold by one hand the hard drive, the second hand this, and just try to disconnect that and see. So using 2 hands I did manage to disconnect this. So as you can see, this is just simple connector, there is nothing special about it. So when you disconnect that, now the next step will be to remove the screws on the side, so we can actually move the mounting of the hard drive to the new hard drive. So it's gonna be this screw, that one, and then on other side those 2 as well. And I don't think that there will be any more. Usually they are 4 screws that hold the hard drive to the case. So after taking off those screws, what we're gonna do, we're gonna open the new hard drive and add this in the same direction. Make sure that you adding this in the same direction, so connector has to be exactly in the same position, because if not, then you're not gonna be able to connect this here. So now as you can see, I did add a new hard drive into the case. So this is in exactly the same position as the previous hard drive was installed. So the hard drive which I'm using is gonna be 1 terabyte Samsung, which is a model, this is a 860, but it's up to you guys what you will choose. It's depending on your storage, how much you need. Also, this hard drive I will be using as my external storage, so it's not like I will use all my space. I just want my system to work extremely fast, and then anything that I'm not using currently, I will be using this hard drive for keeping it. So hopefully Windows will be working very fast and I will be not short of any space. So now what we're gonna do is just connect this connector to the new hard drive, then slide the new hard drive in to the slots, and then secure this by 4 original screws that we took out on the first place. So with new hard drive in place and secured, for now what we're gonna do, to not damage the old hard drive, we're gonna put this into the anti-static bag that we originally got with the new hard drive. So I will add this here, and then we're just gonna add the panel to secure it, and then flip over the laptop, add the USB drive into the laptop and start this up, so the new system will start installing. From now on the steps will be fairly simple. So what you should do is just adding your memory stick to your laptop, you powering it on. It should start installation wizard on its own, but in case if it will not, then you have to change the booting order. So this is a Dell laptop, so with Dell laptop we have to press F12 a few times, and this will bring the boot mode order menu. So you're choosing your memory stick, my one is SanDisk, you press enter, and this will start booting for your Windows installation. That's very fairly simple now, nothing will be complicated, everything will be explained on the screen. Now, the language which you choose for creating of your booting device will not be changed from now on. So if you choose Spanish, the whole installation will be in Spanish. If you choose I choose Polish, for example, the whole installation is in Polish, and I will show you. You cannot change it. You see, that's the only language which I got available. So if you have English, the screen will look the same. It's gonna be just different language. So you choose next, then you choose install now, and from now on, as I said, everything will be very straightforward. So I will make a few steps with you, but then everything else you will do on your own, because like I said, it's simple. Everything will be explained. So we just have to accept the license agreements. So you choose yes, then you go next, and now you're choosing to install the Windows, and that's all. Windows will do everything for you. Now when it will install, after restarting a few times, you have to set up your Wi-Fi, you have to type your Microsoft account, but all those details you should have. You took the pictures of it, so you should have all those informations available. So I will pause the movie and show you after everything is installed. So now, this is my new system. So what I've done, I just added my USB stick to the computer. I just powered this on. I selected booting from USB, and this allowed me to install the brand new system. So after installing the system, the first thing that I would recommend to do gonna be to install your antivirus, whatever you choose. Maybe you got some paid subscribe for Norton antivirus, whatever you got. Make sure that antivirus go as a first. Afterwards, you installing the drivers, depending what system you got. This is a Dell, so I just browse for Dell drivers. I found the Dell Assistant app which installed the driver for you, so this automatically recognizes the computer that you have and then propose what drivers your system is missing, and then can help you to install them. So that was pretty straightforward, pretty simple. And now the main thing, because this is my old drive. You can choose any case you like. I choose this one because it looks nice. Just, yeah, looks nice. Also, I got Xbox One X and I got PlayStation 4 Pro, and they got both black hard drives. So this will be pretty unique, so I will not by accident, let's say, connect this to my Xbox or PlayStation. So this is one of the reasons why I choose this kind of color. Now, this still have active Windows, which means that if you will connect this by USB power on the computer might be confused which system it's gonna run. So keep this in mind. This external hard drive you should connect only when the system is fully running. So first you start in your system, and then when the system is running, you are connecting this hard drive, at least until you will clear up all the files, so you will move everything from here over there, or all the licenses, so you no longer need old Windows. Then you can delete the old Windows or format the drive. I got, like I said, you saw there's two partitions, so I can just format one partition with the system, and the system is gone. So then I can start the system with this hard drive on. At the moment, you have to connect this as a second. So first you start your Windows, then you connect your hard drive. Keep this in mind, because system will crash. It will not start, because it will be confused. It will not know if it will have to boot from here or from there, because both Windowses are active. So yeah, so that's the other thing. Yeah, and I think that's all. The system is starting in about 16 seconds. 16 seconds compared to nearly 3 minutes last time. So that's massive improvements. So anyway, I hope that this short movie will help you to speed up your laptop if you will choose to go for SSD. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the movie. So thank you very much for watching, and I wish you a good day.